She will play it because she's a crazy reviewer, gamer. Hopefully this song is shorter for you guys because she thinks the last one was too long, but she still is a crazy cat lady, you gamer. Hopefully this is the last one because like before, I don't like singing these songs.
Crazy Cat Lady Gamer Reviewer or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use for educational and entertainment purposes.
Like I said before, this is my Muppet Christmas Carol review. This is my favorite Christmas Carol version. And come on, guys, do I really need to tell the story of Christmas Carol for like the two people who don't know it? Hey, yes, you two people, if you want to know what it is, go read the book or watch the version. Like, come on, there's been like hundreds of versions of Christmas Carol. Okay, I mean, I'll get I'm gonna talk about anyway. Me talking about anyway. Give you like a hint of the story, but still, you should know it right now. Anyway, this version is has the narrator being Gonzo and Rizzo, who Gonzo is Charles Dickens. For people who don't know, that's the person who wrote the book. And those two are like the greatest narrators out there for the Christmas Carol because those two know how to work off each other very well. And there's a lot of lines from them that I love so much. Like one line I've loved mostly from these two is when Gonzo writes Rizzo on fire, and Rizzo says, "Light the lamp, not the rat! Light the lamp, not the rat! Why you guys?" And Gonzo says, "Rizzo, what? Ah!" That's like my favorite line. That favorite part. This one because that part's pretty funny. Well, thank you. So yeah. So Michael Caine does a great job of being Ebenezer Scrooge in this version. I mean, I think he's like one. I think he's maybe the best version, minus Scrooge McDuck. But come on, that character was made to play Ebenezer Scrooge. But Michael Caine did a great job. The good thing that I love the fact that Michael Caine's still alive. So yeah, so he did a great job playing him. He knew when to be scary and miserable. He knew when he had to be happy and hearty and stuff like that. He didn't overdo it. So yeah. I mean, he has a pretty good singing voice too for the two songs that he did. Yes, two because the songs in here are pretty good. I don't know how many there are, but there's a lot. The one I hate the fact that they keep on removing because you can't find this song on the version I watch now. So I have to look up on YouTube in order to watch it. The Love Is Gone, the one that was singing when his ex-fiance leaves him after she keeps on like he's stalling their marriage and she does not take it anymore and he leaves her. That song is like so good, but I don't get why they removed it from the newer versions. Like, what is it, because it's too sad? That's the whole entire point of the song. Okay, like you even leave the fact that Rizzo was crying at the end. You're wondering why is Rizzo crying if that song's not there? Because the scene's not that sad. It's without the song. So yeah, but I mean, come on. Disney have made us cry a whole bunch of times before, because none of us belong to Disney now, but you have made us cry a whole bunch of times, and you did not remove all those sad scenes. Okay? Need to remind you, Bambi, Mufasa, and those two things are still in their movies. So, Bambi's mom. So yeah, I just don't get it. And this is just a breakup. It's not a death. So yeah, so that song's very good, especially the duet that her and Scrooge do. It's really great. And so basically, the the three ghosts in here are pretty well. Technically, you count five, and you have to catch the two Marleys. Um, all the ghosts in here are pretty good. And I always like get confused with the whole entire thing when the ghost Christmas present dies. Like, you're dead. Ghost can't die twice. But okay, whatever. But yeah, and like the Ghost Christmas Past is always different because in the book it's so hard to describe the Ghost Christmas Past because it's so weird. It's really hard to describe it. Because it's like a whole bunch of different things at once. That's why in every single version, that's the one ghost that's different. Like Jacob Marley's usually the same as ever, having chains, having a broken jaw, stuff like that, and having something to carry. And he is usually the same, except for in this version, it's both Wilbur and Walter, so they both can be here. So it's two Marleys. That's only different in this version, but the present ghost, they make him kind of like Santa Claus, because even the laugh is like they even do the ho 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 part, but the Ghost Christmas present is just supposed to be an old man that is supposed to be jolly, but supposed to show what Scrooge is doing wrong mostly, because he even like uses one of his lines against him that he says earlier in the movie or in the book that says, "Well, if you better die, you better do it. And super population." That one he always constantly usually bites in the butt when he comes to talk about Tiny Tim's dying. So, and Scrooge regrets saying it to those two people who want to provide for the poor. So yeah, and Fred and the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come is just usually the Grim Reaper basically. So yeah, and Fred, oh dear old Fred, he's a great nephew, but if you're wondering where the reason why Scrooge hates him, it's the same reason why Scrooge never went home during Christmas Day, during Christmas time when he's at school. Back then, when moms had babies, sometimes the mom did not survive mother birth. So and it was on Christmas for both times. Scrooge's mom had Scrooge on Christmas Day. It killed her. Same exact thing with Fred. Fred is being Scrooge's nephew. His sister dies on Christmas Day and gave him birth to Fred. So both of them blamed Scrooge's dad blamed Scrooge for his wife's death. Scrooge blames Fred for his sister's death. So there, he's basically turned himself into his father. So, but that's the reason why he doesn't like Fred. So, but Fred is just a jolly guy and stuff like that. And same thing with Bob Cratchit. Both of them are jolly people. And I think nobody else can be Bob Cratchit, but for this version is Kermit. And the only part I don't like about there's supposed to be his oldest daughter is supposed to be named Martha, and she's not in this version, so yeah. But her part's just so small, so I can get why they didn't put her in. Mainly, you just need to have Tiny Tim. Bob Cratchit has like so many kids, it's okay to forget one. But only one that's mainly needs to be there is Tiny Tim, who's played by I think it's Roger who's Kermit's dad. Is Kermit's nephew. What did I say, dad? Is Kermit's nephew. So yeah, that part, the entire thing that's going on with Tiny Tim's pretty good. He plays him pretty. They got the puppet that plays him is pretty good, and the song they play, the Love We Found, is pretty good too. And basically they Scrooge learns his lesson to give to the needy, and Christmas is not meant for you to be greedy. So yeah, help out the ones that are needy, basically. And it's also about Jesus, but mostly they do mention like God bless us, stuff like that, but this mostly focused on help the needy part about Christmas. So yeah, so yep. The reason why I like this one because it's the most fun one out of all the versions out there. So yeah, so I give this version a 10 out of 10. And for people who are wondering, who's my favorite Muppet, Gonzo. So yeah, so what do you give Sully? I give it up for a 5. And my tail. Can I eat Rizzo? No, you can't eat Rizzo. Please. No. I want to eat Rizzo. So bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. And Merry Christmas.
Bah, humbug!